took it to 10.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Finding room inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 15. 49, check 49, check 49. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Now Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yellow. On the line. Hey, check, check. Tie right, tie right. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. I don't need to.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Check it backer. X3. 218, chop it. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 6. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Ready. 60 outlaw. You. Check three. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bo Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC, 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for, is that word that some people don't want to hear. but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to Michel on the screen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch motion, watch motion. Yellow. No, check that. We got Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sack.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Forced out to his left. Kansas City touchdown!
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You don't know no better.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, I-7.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was counting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
You ain't going nowhere.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They toss it to Thompson. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position He's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mikel Roby brings him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The tackle made by Lawrence Guy. 2 yards.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. On the line. Tight end to the right, boy. Same thing. Yellow, 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 yellow.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Robinson with a big catch. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Off the draw, here's Michel. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And it's Michel once again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground, this is Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Room to run inside the 40. 20. 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. but I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.